Well, hello, you bearded bastards, and welcome to the Caves of Qud. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but that's what we're going with. I have had this game requested to me a whole bunch of times to play, and I really haven't played it that much. I played a tiny little bit before, and I remember dying pretty quickly, and trying again and dying pretty quickly, and then never playing it again. Not that I don't like it or anything like that. I was just kind of like, I don't have the time to play this game or something. But you know what? I feel like trying something new. So I figure I'm going to install Caves of Qud, and we'll just kind of make a little story as we go. Even if our character does end up dying straight off the bat, that'll be fine. We'll have some fun with it. I think it's going to work out just dandy, don't you? Now then, Caves of Qud is a science fantasy roguelike epic steeped in retrofuturism, deep simulation, and swaths of sentient plants. Come, inhabit an exotic world and chisel through layers of thousand-year-old civilizations. My goodness, that does sound strange, doesn't it? Well, we're gonna get straight into it. It's a fantasy world that is far in the future. I can dig it. So that said, let's jump straight in. Figure out who we are. Start a new game. Well, we got permadeath. Roleplay, where we can checkpoint at settlements. Wander, most creatures begin neutral with you. Blah, 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 boring. And daily, okay. We're gonna go classic permadeath. Gotta love it. It's okay. And then as for our character, I can't really resist a random character. The whole idea of just being who you are and making do, it's very appealing to me. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, we are a Praetorian Truekin humanoid. We have dermal insulation, a cybernetic upgrade or something on our body. Having a look at our attributes, it looks like we're fairly strong and tough, not so smart. Got a really high ego. I don't know what any of that means, but that's okay. Well, we're gonna figure it out. Oh, and our name, random. Okay, yeah, absolutely. Our name is Aecius Rudius. Aecius Rudius, I like it. Kind of rolls off the tongue. And our starting location. Joppa, recommended for new players. Got a salt marsh village, random village in the salt marshes. This is pretty cool. I don't know what any of these places are. I realistically should start off at this Joppa place, but there's that randomized selection option again. And we got Desert Canyon, random village in the Desert Canyons. Village teaches wayfaring, plus 50 reputation with equines, tortoises, and vines. It's so overwhelming. I love it. Okay, here we go. Creating world. You determine your worthiness. You steer it and shape it with your words and deeds. Now, will you wallow in your abject limitations, or will you face me with everything you have? Carbide Chef, Agate, Severance, Star. With everything we have, obviously. Let's get into it. You embark for the Caves of Qud. On the 3rd of Ulu-Ut, you arrive at the village of Ugar. On the horizon, Qud's jungles strangle chrome steeples and rusted archways to the earth. Further and beyond, the fabled spindle rises above the fray and pierces the cloud-ribboned sky.
Cast down your artifact. You are not worthy of them.
What was that just flashed on the screen? Cast down your artifact? You are not worthy something or other. I don't know what that means. Someone yelling, perhaps. I could see my character down there, towards the bottom. Well, I suppose we can move around a little bit and see what we're working with here. Got a couple of trees here, a little wall. I think I've walked into a new area here. I don't know what that is. Apple Farmer's Daughter.
May the earth yield for us this season. Live and drink. Live and drink.
Alright. Learning more and more as we go. It looks like we're on the outskirts of Ugar right now. The village we started off in. Well, we'll head back up to Ugar. Oh, you could just walk through trees. I suppose that makes sense. Okay, here we are in the village proper, having a little look around. I see some people here. Passed by a star apple tree and through this archway here. Here we go. Okay, I can actually look at things like this bizarre contraption right here. A puzzling artifact consisting of some kind of bizarre contraption. This object is a monument to a scene from the history of the village Ugar. Temporal fugitives are welcome in Ugar. By the grace of the dish known as pastry defending, be it so forever. Alright, it looks like I've noted this piece of information in my journal. How about over here, another bizarre contraption, I think. Since the first festival of the frigid iconoclast, the villagers of Ugar have joyfully feasted on pastry defending. Again, I write this information in my journal. I don't know what pastry defending is. That's okay though, we're learning. Looks to be a group of baboons over here, one of which is on fire. Let's have a closer look. Wet nostrils flare at the seat of her dropped snout, and furry arms wave in unpredicted motions. Her eyes are full of stony mischief. Seems to be in a a neutral mood, holding a small stone and looking at those teeth. It could deliver a vicious bite if it wanted to. Best not to raise its ire. How about over here? A torch sconce. A brightly burning hand fire hangs across wood and iron. Lovely. How about down here? A woven basket. Marsh reed was hand-crossed by warp and weft into a vessel for sheaf and other dry goods. Okay, some sort of a temple, I suppose. Very interesting. Well, let's make our way out past these baboons. They seem rather friendly, and some of them are larger than others, it would seem, like this hulking baboon right here, holding a small boulder. And over here we have one named Uo-Ahu, the 8-ringed baboon philanderer, loved by the villagers of Agar, disliked by the Fellowship of Wardens for lighting a beacon fire to warn their enemies, hated by bears for torching one of their villages, and hated by the Daughters of Exile for torching one of their villages. Increasingly overwhelmed. Okay, so we just had a little temple visit right there with a bunch of baboons. Alright, well, let's wander away from that scene and have a look to see what else is around here. We still don't really have a heading, do we? Like, where are we going? How about this fellow over here? Let's have a gander. Apple farmer. Oh, we met your daughter earlier. This brawny, mustachioed man wears a white apron stained with the juice of star apples. His sable hair mats against the brown skin of his forehead. From his left forearm hangs a wet rag, with which he scrubs the dirt from his hands every few moments. Looks to be equipped with a sword and an engraved, wide-brimmed hat.
Moon and sun, wisdom and will, live and drink. I'm looking for work. Speak to Zamsahimar in the southeast, or U-U-U-I-U in the southwest.
Okay.
Live and drink.
I guess it hadn't occurred to me to just talk to that baboon earlier, but yeah, let's do it. Oh wait, no, that's a wrong name. This is Uo-Ahu. Regardless, it looks like they're pounding their chest as I approach.
Is there work around here? Talk to Zamsahimar to the east, or U-U-U-I-U to the south.
Fair enough.
Live and drink.
Well, we'll just keep wandering around till we discover one of these named individuals here. It's a nice, peaceful village, I could say that much. Oh, it looks like we have somebody here, a zealot of the 6-day stilt.
Wanderer, orphan of the salt, hear me. To the north and the west, through the great salt desert, the 6-day stilt splits the earth in two. Seek there the grandeur of Shekinah, first among fathers. Release yourself from the burden that Chrome bears on your sickly flesh. Go now. What waits for me there? Deliverance waits for all pilgrims. At the site you will find the cathedral, magnificent in its splendor. There are statues erected in honor of the Argent Fathers. There are sublime reliefs depicting our most cherished occasions. Here, too, the wisdom of Eshelstat II, our highest priest, and make a donation at the sacred well. Worship at the light sculpture of Shekinah himself. You will find other pilgrims among the merchant tents at the Stilt Grounds Bazaar, other converts and priests. You will be among friends.
Okay. I mean, why not? We don't really have a heading right now, so might as well head that way, right?
Very well. I will make the journey and see the 6-day stilt for myself.
You have received a new quest, O glorious Shekinah, increasingly in over my head. That's okay. Okay, that's all fine and dandy, but that's a lot of information to take in, and I guess I probably should have wrote it down, though I would like to assume there is a quest log or something. Yeah, I've got a journal, it said. Well, first off, we have Aecius Rudius. It's you. Right now we're equipped with chainmail, dermal insulation, that's that cybernetic thing there. Also have a Praetorian's cloak, steel longsword, steel shield, Issachar rifle, engraved leather boots, and an EMP grenade Mark I, in a defensive stance as we speak. Wonderful. Does not help me with that quest log, though. Here we are. The J button opens journal. Well, we have Agar here, 4 parasangs east and 1 parasang south of the ruins of Joppa, last visited on the 3rd of Uluut. That's where we are right now. As for our quests, though, that's what I'm curious about. Oh, here we go. The Q button. Make a pilgrimage to the 6-day stilt. Journey to the far northwest through the Great Salt Desert and visit the Mechanimist Cathedral and Merchant Bazaar. Easy enough. Northwest. Far northwest. How hard could that be, really? Could be that it's very difficult, but time will tell. Well, I don't really know what I will need for this journey, but it looks like we're pretty well equipped right now. We got some, our sword and whatnot. So maybe we should have a closer look around Agar before we head out. Another apple farmer here.
Peace, friend. Live and drink.
My services are available if you have work to offer.
Speak to Zamsahimar.
Yeah, okay.
Live and drink.
Continuing on. Well, not seeing a whole heck of a lot here. I am noticing as I'm bumping up against this wall here that it is a giant dragonfly chitin wall. I think that's pretty fascinating. Must be that some giant insect died in this area, or possibly was killed a long time ago. Very interesting. Maybe we should have a look inside this building. Doesn't appear like there's a lot, that's for sure. Just some fire sconces and a table. Branches of the living tree were resorbed and reformed into trunk knots. Then hundreds of years later, the oiled saw of a gorge woodworker disarranged the arbor geometry and flattened it for civil use. That history remains cast in 2 dimensions, powdered with dust and scratched in pencil. Really makes you think. Heading back outside here. Hello, who are you? A glow crow. Lucent skin blooms beneath matted feathers. Her tiny beak is hooked. Just some small, normal animal. Inoffensive. Over here we have some sort of lizard. Salamander, sorry. Ovoid spots, crimson and coral and citrine, scatter like an island chain across his back and neck. Could probably give a bite from the looks of it, but we won't go disturbing it too much. We have another building down here, a small building that is cluttered with furniture. Smoky building. Got some strange furniture in here. Puzzling artifacts. Also some bronze braziers. And over there in the corner we have Ower, the village tinker. Very tough. Red welts dot her skin where the soldering iron nipped it. Rings of ash stain her apron, and her vest pockets sprout stem-thin rods of glass, strands of wire, and metal rivets. Let's go have a chat with her.
Do you need a gadget repaired or identified, friend? Or if you're a tinker yourself, perhaps you'd like to peruse my schematics.
Yeah, sure. We'll have a little look, see what you got. Oh, I guess we have a lot more in our inventory than I realized. Should probably have a proper look in there at some point. But looking at what Ower has, a bunch of stuff that, it's beyond me. I couldn't make heads or tails out of it.
Yeah, we'll think about it. We'll come back. How about? We just got here. Live and drink, tinker.
Alright, let's get out of here. Check on that inventory. Okay. Ammo, 22 lead slugs, I think, is what I'm looking at. Solar cell, full. 3 servings of food cube. Got some witchwood bark, torches, salve injector, skulk injector. Boy, oh boy. Okay. Yep, in over my head. But what I'm hearing is that we have ammo, food, and water, so let's get the hell out of here. Start heading northwest. It said it was a far distance away, this, what was it? Stilt of 6 or something like that? We should probably get a move on, eh? Yeah, let's get the hell out of here. Okay. Got like a little bit of a wilderness out here. Fairly serene, peaceful looking. Got some salty water over here, just kind of pooling up next to these trees. Looks like it could add simple taste-based effects to cooked meals. I'm not sure what that would entail exactly. Interesting though. How about these trees with the fruit? Star apple tree. Star apples hang from ashen branches. Motes of luscious red light in a bleached tableau. Wanted to see if I could maybe harvest some of these apples, but it doesn't look like I can. There's nothing to take. Well, let us continue. Yeah, I'm not seeing too much. Got some of these red stony walls here. Oh, what's that? Just over there. Looks like a couple of things. Fighting, perhaps. We have a snapjaw scavenger. Hostile. Tussocks of fur, dressed skin stretched over taut muscle. Upright she stands, but she looks ready to drop onto 4s. Her snout snarls and her ears twitch. She barks in her hyena tribeskin answer. It's equipped with a frowning moon mask and a desert kriss. And it looks to be fighting with this animal over here, a boar. Next to his pig cushions? I feel like I'm crazy. Wild time has shorted his ears, pushed canines through his jaw, and dressed him in a scratch hair coat. He roots in the ground for jewels. Oh, I see that it says fine under him too, not perfect. It's been saying perfect, and I didn't realize what that meant. But it must be the physical status, right? I believe this boar is injured already. Okay. Maybe we can just stand here for a moment and see how this plays out. Yeah, it looks like that scavenger is getting hit. The boar, too. Oh, but there we have it. The snapjaw scavenger has died. And that boar does look hostile. Oh, just waiting a second here. I saw another scavenger. And yes, that boar is fighting with it. Should I move closer? Not too sure what's going on. Oh, I believe the boar is coming at us now. It killed both those scavengers. But it looks like the boar is wounded now, so I guess we could try to kill it? Let's take a shot with our rifle. Here we go. I've drawn a bead on the boar. And I have fired but missed terribly. Hey, there we go. Second shot did it. Got some experience for that too. It's gotta be good, right? Oh, got one of those scavengers up there. And this one appears to be in perfect condition. Well, we still have some ammo left. Maybe we could take this thing down. I don't know how many are still out there, though. Alright, took a shot, but missed. Gonna back up a little. Try again. There we go. Okay, killed it. They have items on them. Clothing and weapons. I'm willing to bet we can head back to town and sell that stuff. A little spooked, though. Got another one coming in. Probably not the best idea to continue wasting our ammo on these, huh? Crap. Missed a couple times. Now I gotta reload. One more shot. God damn. Yeah, there we go. I don't think we've got a lot of shots left. We got 16. Not doing too bad. Maybe we should go and try to grab some of the stuff on the ground before any more come in. Don't want to get overwhelmed, you know? Got some moccasins and an iron dagger. I guess I could probably try to sell those. Maybe get some new stuff, huh? Oh yeah, I could see a couple more of those snapjaws up there. Well, let's grab this crap real quick. This one's got a scarlet shawl and an iron mace. Can I run? I believe so. Alright, now I'm sprinting. I'm gonna sprint over to this side and try to... Oh yeah, there's a few more of these guys, huh? Oh, I'm being stupid. I'm just greedy, I can't help it. Oh crap, yeah, we gotta get out of here. Oh my god. Okay. Keep going. Trying to run back to Agar now. They are right on my ass. Screw it, I'm taking a shot at this one. Oh my god. Ugh, okay. I missed a couple times. I was able to blast it though. Did a good bit of damage. Maybe I could finish off this one. Farmer, help me. Please, I need your aid. I'm figuring like maybe if I lead them into town, I can get some help from someone. But maybe not. Maybe that's just not how it works. Alright, I've reloaded. Maybe I can finish off this one and that'll be it. Killed it. Let me grab this crap off of its body. Looks like we're good. I'm out of here. That's dangerous out there, huh? Oh my goodness, I don't know where I'm going right now. It says I've discovered the lair of Hu, the legendary hulking baboon. And gained a level. Now level 2. Gained some hit points and some skill points. Okay. Level 3 as well. Huh. And I've noted the location of this lair in my journal. I don't think I want to be here. I don't know what those are, but I don't want to be here. What is that? Snapjaw feeder. Hostile creature. Its fur is matted in blood-brushed clumps across his skin. Long fangs break the plane of his bristly snout. His hind legs tick, and he reaches with his forepaws for the reassurance of the dirt. In the earth's lightless recesses, troglodytes are reclaimed by the primal forces that once shucked them toward civilization. Physical features, gore-brushed fangs. Yeah, I got a feeling I don't want to be anywhere near this thing. I'm gonna run away like a coward again. Where the hell's that damn town? My god. Am I hopelessly lost? Certainly feels it. Huh. Apple Farmer's Daughter. That's right, okay, so that town must be right up here, right? Oh, it most certainly is. Yes, the baboons. Happy to see you. That was actually terrifying. I don't know if I'll be going back out there. Maybe I'm fine just in town. This will be the extent of our adventure. Just milling around with the baboons. I just, of course. Is it nighttime? Why? I noticed it just got really dark. Like I could barely see myself. Well, we'll continue looking around for a bit. Really like to sell some of this crap I picked up. Maybe I can get some more ammo. That's going to be important, I think. Seemingly, Aecius is able to handle himself rather well with that rifle. But if we don't have bullets, then we're going to run into trouble.
Need a gadget repaired or identified, friend? Hello, Ower. Let's see what you got again.
Yeah, I guess I'm hoping for bullets. Got those lead slugs there. It looks like I've got 10 left, but that's not going to get us very far. I started with 22. Damn, okay, nothing here. Well, how about these items, though? Maybe you'd be interested in some of these? An iron dagger, perhaps? Well, okay, I can offer these items. I got the sword and daggers and the mace. Let's see if I can offer them. Oh, or we'll have to pony up 25 drams of fresh water to even up the trade. No, what do you mean? Not too sure what that means. Okay, well, never mind. We'll find someone else to trade with, I guess.
Live and drink, Tinker.
Okay, just 1 second. We're gonna have a little gander around town and see if we can't find someone better to trade with. How about you? Inside this dragonfly chitin house over here, we have an apple farmer once again.
Morning, son. Wisdom and will. Live and drink. Let's trade.
Not much. Got some star apples and cider. Also clothing. I need bullets, though.
Live and drink, my friend.
We'll have to look elsewhere. Just having a little look around this house here. Yeah, it must be nighttime right now, I guess, huh? Down here at this end, it's dark. though I see a glass bottle filled with wine here on the ground. A vessel of free-blown glass curves at the lunar arc. The style hints that it originates from the coast of the fuming God Sea on the far side of the Mograhi, and that it was likely exported by the Dromads. Of course. Well, I'm not gonna go touching it, it's not mine. Maybe I should find some place to sleep, actually. I don't see anybody in this structure, the one under the tables. Maybe I can spend some time in here. Make camp, perhaps. Choose a direction. Okay, we've made a camp, a little campfire here. The warming phosphor of early Earth is neatly latticed by wood brick and functions now as a microscopic star. Excellent. What can I do at camp? Sleep, I would think. Okay, I think that did it right there. We've rested until morning. Oh, and I'm seeing too that up in the top right there is a little, I don't know what you'd call that. I can see the moon and some stars. That must indicate something though. I'm having a hard time telling just by looking at it. Suppose it doesn't matter. It's supposedly morning. Let's have a look. Ah, yes. Would you look at that? Another lovely day. 4th of Uluut. Now then, earlier it said that Aecius had leveled up. We have some sort of skill points to allocate. Okay. Strength, agility, toughness, intelligence, willpower, and ego. I guess we'll put a point in toughness. Should get us some more health or something, right? Oh, and here we go. This is our skills, it seems. Bow and rifle, draw a bead. Looks like there's a whole bunch of stuff here. Whole bunch, my goodness. Need more skill points. Alright, well, that's fine. Try to get the improved defensive stance, but apparently we need more agility for that. That is A-okay. Okay, so, you know what? Let's have a look at our equipment real quick. We have our cloak, our steel longsword, yada yada yada. Okay, bunch of cool stuff. Should probably really learn how to use this steel longsword. With only 10 shots left, I'm not sure how long we're gonna be able to continue using our rifle for. Oh, Aecius is hungry. Make a campfire to cook. We'll head back to our little camp that we made. Just right back over here. Okay, here we go. Interacting with the campfire now, we can cook. The fire breathes its warmth on your bones. Let's try to whip up a meal. You gather whatever you can find for your meal. A sprinkle of Equimax hair, a sublime Equimax's tail, and some gleaming seed spit. You toss them in a pot and stir. The hell does that mean? You eat the meal. Okay. That is some good eating. It says I'm sated now, so yeah, that must have worked. Wondrous. Having a look in my inventory now. Well, it looks like I've got 3 servings left of my food cube. I guess I would have assumed that my food would have come from that, but maybe not. Gosh, this is an overwhelming world, I'll tell you that much. But we're getting a hang of it, I think. Anywho, right, we were going to be headed to the northwest. And so let's head over that way through this little forest here, past these baboons. Looks like here we have one of those Snapjaw people. Ubu Az, a legendary Snapjaw warrior. They look to be neutral, not hostile. Okay. They're wielding an iron battle axe. And they look like they could probably screw us up if they wanted.
Moon and sun, wisdom and will, live and drink. Would you like to trade?
Ubu Az has nothing to trade. Well, that's fair.
Live and drink?
Dang. Having a little peek in this building over here. Well appointed, my goodness. There's a mannequin here. The biped form emerges out of a cocoon of wood and fiberglass. Over across the room is a chalkboard. Sheared slate stone is powdered with the cloudy remnants of externalized thought and held aloft by the monster. There's a painting over there in the corner. Nacreous oil wets the ecru linen and is dripped onto the easel. From the plane of the canvas, an image is pressed out. Artist's house, I guess. Is this your home, Ubu Az? Wouldn't have thought so, but, to each their own. Am I procrastinating? Maybe. But you never know what I could find here in town. No sense in rushing out right away, What is this little plant down here? Warden Hillsteinia the vine. Mottled leaf shoots are splayed out in a rosette. They all bear the same imperfections. Docile. Loved by the fellowship of wardens. Admired by the villagers of Ugar for defending their village. Hated by the villagers of Alapar for refusing them entrance to a local library. And hated by fungi for poisoning their fresh water.
Live and drink, drifter.
Let's trade?
Warden Hillenstein of the Vine cannot carry things. Stands to reason.
Your thirst is mine. My water is yours.
Begin water ritual. 1 dram of water. Sure. You share your water with Warden Hillenstein of the Vine and begin the water ritual. Your reputation with the Fellowship of Wardens increased by 100 to -50. Hell yeah. Because they admire Warden Hillenstein of the Vine, your reputation with the villagers of Ugar increased by 100 to 100. And because they despise Warden Hildenstein of the Vine, your reputation with the villagers of Elapar has decreased by 100 to negative 100. Okay, and the same goes for the fungi.
Live and drink, water sib.
Live and drink, water sib.
Live and drink, drifter.
Live and drink.
Just know that when I say overwhelming, I do mean overwhelming, in the purest sense. Going into this game blind and just trying to figure out things is like, it's really something. But just looking around and getting a feel for this bizarre place and how it might function, I'm enjoying it, finding it fairly exhilarating, and I feel like we're doing a good job so far, don't you? Anywho, I think we're going to be headed back up here to the northwest. Carefully. Okay, yeah. You can see we have another one of those snapjaw things, and I did say we're going to try to focus on our sword usage, right? It sees us and is moving in. Let's try out our sword. Or rather, we have our shield slam. Let's give that a go. Oh my goodness, was that it? We killed it. Alright, that works. Just waiting here a moment to see if anything else moves in. I can see another snapjaw up there, but not sure if it's headed this way. It's all good, let's pick up this stuff before it gets any closer. Got a wool kilt and an iron battle axe. Okay, I will get these both. And we'll head up cautiously this way. Sorta curious if these snapjaws are protecting something. Here's another one. 1 second. Let's try a shield slam again. Oh, okay, we were hit right there. With this snapjaw's weird artifact, I guess, is what it's holding. And we are dazed right now. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we're doing fine right now, no worries. Oh, I think. What is all this crap on the ground? Bloody. It says I'm bloody right now? It can't be good. Well, I'm gonna take this item off the ground here. Am I gonna die? I'm gonna head back down this way here. I don't really know what's going on right now. Why am I flashing like this? I think I'm fine. I don't appear to be dying. Okay, yeah, just walking around. I think I'm fine. Not too worried. Okay. Yeah. Hell yeah. Let's keep it up. Carefully. Another snapjaw here. It resisted my shield. Oops. Yeah, and then I accidentally picked up its carcass. Oh no. Damn it. I have accidentally equipped the snapjaw corpse as a shield, I guess? Didn't mean to do that. Okay, and now I've equipped my shield instead of my sword. Didn't mean to do that either. Okay, I am desperately trying to figure out how to unequip this corpse as my weapon. I don't want it as a weapon. Oh, there we go. I had the option to eat it. Not going to. Okay, there we go. Got things back to where they were. Wonderful. And though that said, we have some new items here that I suppose we could take a look at. Like this weird artifact that one snapjaw hit me with. Described as being a puzzling artifact. Okay. Could have assumed as much, I suppose. Oh, and I just inspected it, and it looks like we've identified it as a stun rod. Okay. A small trinket. Let's look at it again. A long slate rod flares out at the collar to hold capacitors and a concussive corm. It's a cudgel that dazes on critical hits. Very interesting. Well, I don't think we're going to use it, but good to know. How about this mask here? Vinewood sap mask. Looking at it, it's a piece of thick burlap impregnated with vinewood sap, helping to protect against noxious gas and vapor. Okay. Might be good to have around. Actually, we can equip it, it seems, on our face, which we just did. Okay, very cool. How about this shawl down here? A shawl woven of fine scarlet silk. Well, we could put this on, but I don't think it's as good as our Praetorian's cloak, so we'll just leave it for now. Okay, Aecius is feeling pretty good right now. Got a full belly, we are quenched, and we've got a couple kills. Having a look over this way, on the ground we have some strange tubes. Broken strange tubes from the looks of it. A puzzling artifact consisting of some strangely arranged tubing. Down over that way there we have some trash too, just scattered about on the ground. Artifacts of a bygone era, I assume. Okay, well, continuing on. I know we're supposed to be going northwest, but I couldn't help but look over here. And there's a door in this stone wall. The slate is touched with years of handprints, and a ring of rust flakes off the top of the hinges. The door continues, though, its stubborn assertion of in and out. Little peek couldn't hurt that much, right? Not seeing much. Weird. Looks like it was just a door in a stone wall, essentially. Thought it would lead inside somewhere, never mind. Oh well. Anywho, let's head back this way. Northwest, like we said we were gonna go, you know? That whole thing. Okay, looking over here we see a baboon. Uahuo. The 8-ringed baboon hermit. Looks like she's docile. Just head on past. Yeah, no problems at all. Looks fairly peaceful out here. Take a little peek up to the north. Looks like we have a couple of glow crows up there. There's a whole flock of them, really. Yeah, definitely peaceful. No problem at all. Just continue on past up here towards the northwest. We'll get to that 6th day stilt or whatever it was called. That is, unless... We've discovered a Snapjaw Fort. Okay, I'm gonna write that in my journal.
With high spirits and his pilgrimage to the 6th day stilt well underway, will Aecius be able to overcome the challenges ahead in the Snapjaw Fort? Will he cross the Great Salt Desert? Find out on the next installment of Aecius' quest through the Caves of Qud.
Figure I'd take some time at the end here just to talk about some stuff not really related to the body of the episode or like what was currently going on. I decided to play this Caves of Qud here because it's been requested so much. Also, I really like using MS Paint to do art, and I don't get a chance to do it that much, so I figured what the hell, change it up a little bit, got a new series, new art style, why not? Also, it helps me pump the pictures out a little bit faster if I do it in this janky style here. It's fun. Anywho, yeah, Caves of Qud. It feels extremely overwhelming. As I've said multiple times throughout the course of this episode. I mean, I get I haven't played it before, so it's gonna be overwhelming, but it's a different type of overwhelming than like Dwarf Fortress, where like, when you're playing Dwarf Fortress, you're overwhelmed because of the controls and like the depth of the game and stuff. Whereas this one here, it feels like I'm being dropped into like a Rick and Morty skit. Like you have these outlandish characters talking about even more outlandish things. 6th day stilt, glorious Shekinah. Got baboons walking around, glow crows flying, got buildings made out of giant dragonfly chitin. It's nuts. And I love it so far. It conjures up some pretty interesting mental images for me. It's starting to feel too like this game has a lot more depth than I had once given it credit for. I know people have said it was deep in the past, but like, I took it with a grain of salt if I gotta be honest. But just seeing the options that are laid out for me, I could tell there's a lot more to it, and that's very enticing. Can't wait to dig in a bit more. Also, at this juncture, I noticed... I did warn you at the beginning, I'm going in blind. I don't know anything about this game, and I don't like looking stuff up either, which, is bound to lead to frustration, especially with a game like this. But anyways, I heard a rumor that in this game, currency is water. I didn't know that when I had encountered that merchant earlier, or the tinker. It said they would have to give me water in order to pay for that trade. I didn't realize that was currency. Now I know. I suppose it makes sense with all the drink and whatever, everyone's saying something about drinking stuff. But yeah, it's weird. I don't look stuff up online, but like if people give me hints, I tend to listen. It's a bit of an old school, and I'll say faulty way of playing games. I really enjoy figuring things out for myself if I can, even in games that don't lend themselves well to that idea. That said, if you want to drop some hints down in the comments below, go straight for it. I can't guarantee I'll read them all, especially if they're particularly lengthy, but I am eager to continue this playthrough and, see what happens. I hope you enjoyed this playthrough and am eager to see what you thought of it. Thanks for joining me today. Really appreciate it. And I hope to see you next time here in the Caves of Qud. And until then, you bearded bastards.